Oh, and I had my closing yesterday, and I got another contract or condo under contract, and I got the buyer again. Yay! And we're doing inspection tomorrow morning. So we're moving really fast with that one already. And I think I told you guys yesterday about the come list me call. It was a homeowner I connected with January 29th, did my follow-up process per usual. And then she called me and was like, oh my God, I need to sell. I'm coming back. And what's crazy is like, I tell you guys how people want to move regardless of what the real estate market is doing. And so for her, it's a job relocation. She is out, she's working on site or something. And then she realized she loved it there and they offered her to stay longer. So she's coming back, I guess, to like pack up and like get a rental over there. So she was like, oh my God, I need you to help me sell. When I'm with a client on a call, I get stuck sometimes on a call. I mean, in the sorry, I should be like going over here. Hey, Rohit. When I'm with a client on call, I get stuck sometimes on call. I don't know if that's because I'm cold calling. It sounds like you already have a warm lead, which I want to say is different, but perhaps the only thing I can sorry, going back to this, I kind of feel like you really got to get good at asking questions. And that's something I'm still learning. I'm not the greatest, but I do pretty well for what I do and specific to real estate. I've done different types of sales in different industries, but it was different because all of those were, for the most part, not all, but for the most funny, he was like, I don't hate you yet. I think that's the first time I've gotten that. That was really funny. Hey, Dubai Real Estate, Fazil. Hey, Adela, keep going. Thank you, thank you. So cool to see you again. I'm curious, what time is it in Dubai right now? Are you guys 12 hours or I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm curious. What time is it in Dubai? Oh, it's 11 p.m. Okay, cool. So it's not like 3 in the morning or something. And wow, you're only 8 hours ahead of me. That's awesome. I want to go to Dubai one day. Is there any sales scripts or anything? Only if you're a real estate agent and you're looking to circle prospect. I do have one that's free you can download, but it is primarily just for my own personal recordings that I got from Mojo. I don't necessarily have like a generic sales script you can use, but if you want to just kind of listen and take little tidbits on things I say, you're more than welcome to listen. Caleb Sellers, I'm finishing my real estate courses and I'm looking forward to applying what you do to build my business. Oh, awesome. How exciting. Oh my gosh. You should totally start from the get-go. Just like start right away because you're not going to get results tomorrow. You're not going to get results in a month, but results do end up showing up as long as you keep taking action. Head down, focus, blind faith. I've been there. I know the feeling. It's a terrible, scary feeling where you're second guessing everything you're doing. But once it starts paying off, it's just so celebratory. You're like, oh my God, I did it. Yeah. And then you don't like your pipeline just keeps building. I think I might have said, and Sonia had pointed out, like I already have listings covered through June. And then I guess to the end of this month, right? I have like 2 listings coming on the market. And it's crazy because then for me, I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do now between June and December? Forwarded to an automated voice. But all it takes is me just doing my follow-ups, and then people are also reaching out going, I got to sell, I got to sell, I got to sell. So I'm already going on a listing appointment in June. So I should be talking to her about what she wants to do. Number you have reached is not in service. Although I have to say, she probably won't be that appointment in June. She probably won't be a listing of mine until like July or August. But I'm like, okay, cool.
Hey Realtor, quick pause before we get back to the video. If you're watching this channel, it's probably because you're looking for more consistent ways to generate listing opportunities and for years to come. As an active full-time realtor, I only circle prospect when I'm doing my cold calling sessions. And the script that I'm going to share with you, you can't find it online. These are the actual conversations I continue to have with homeowners, and it has helped me generate hundreds of seller leads over the last few years. So if you're serious about building a steady pipeline of listing opportunities for years to come, I'd recommend downloading my free circle prospecting script. It's the exact same framework and everything I say every time I'm making my calls. So I'm going to make it available for you in the description. There'll be a link. Go ahead and click on it. Download it, print it, practice it, make it your own. Let's get back to the video.
I've never heard of her before, and I'm curious. What kind of realtor is she? Wait, she's a broker? She's not popping up anywhere. Sometimes they say they're realtors, brokers, whatever, but they actually don't do it full time. Wow, I cannot find her online at all. You guys really have to pay attention to your digital online presence. I'm telling you, because this is exactly what realtors also do. Oh, wow, I found her. 36 years, but I don't see any transactions. Crazy. All right, moving on. No time to waste here. Trash. That was a contact, though. So exciting, Caleb. Awesome. I'm finishing my real estate courses. Actually,
has been forwarded to voicemail.
Forgive me. I'm curious, Caleb. I'm a very curious person. You said you're finishing your real estate courses. Are you referring to your post courses, or are you actually studying to get your real estate license? And I can't remember if it was you, and if it was you, if I didn't tell you yet, my best advice to pass, whether it's your school real estate, whether it's your school real estate exam or the state exam, the best thing you can do is take the exams in the back of the book over and over and over and over and start improving. And every single time you're getting them wrong, look into why you're getting it wrong. Go to the material, and then sometimes you might be like, but I knew that answer. And then you can analyze and realize that technically the reason you got it wrong is because the question
Please leave your message.
The question confused you, and then you start recognizing the patterns of how they start to trick you, because it's not just about knowing the information, it's about learning how to take the exam, because they purposely try to make the questions confusing. Hope that helps. Hey, Zach, how is everything? Everything is good. Oh, look at you. I'm doing an open house right now. Totally fine. I know Matt and Carolina have done that with me. They're like, I'm at an open house. I can't call with you. And they're listening. So totally fine. Yeah, you're very welcome. Absolutely. Just asking really good questions. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning to ask really good questions myself. I'm not perfect. I'm not the greatest, but I definitely apply myself and keep trying. They try so hard with changing the wording to confuse you on the test. 100%. Let me see. I love it when people always ask me where I live. And that's also why I want you guys to start calling your own neighborhoods in your own backyard, because when you can say, I live in a certain place, it makes them feel more confident, and they actually open up more, and they're more willing to do business with you because you are in the area compared to somebody who's an hour away. So hard. Yes, they do try to confuse you. Hence, if you do the test over and over and over and over for Caleb, 100%, you'll go into the exam recognizing the questions, and then the answer will be so obvious for you. But I passed first try by taking the practice test over and over. Yeah, that's what I did. My husband and I, we passed our exams in the first time, both times. And when I took my broker's exam, you guys, press.
Please leave your message.
When I took my broker's exam, this is how crazy it was. I did the I think was it the 2 week or the 4 week? The 4 week, and it was twice a week. Or no, was it the 2 week? Oh my God, my memory now. I remember taking the exam, or taking this school course, and I was studying. But I also remember a lot of the material was easy, but I spent most of my time taking the practice exams in the back of the book. And I had actually done my fingerprint, done the application the moment I got into the school. So while I was in school, it was processing. And then the week before it ended, or the Monday before it ended, they said, you can sign up to take your state exam. So I remember that Monday I spoke to the professor, or the instructor, I should say. And I said, when do we actually take the class exam? And he said, we'll finish on Thursday by 12. And technically by Thursday at 12:30, you can take your class. And I said, great. So then that Friday morning, I booked my state exam. So funny, because he was like, I don't think I've ever had a student who went back to back. I'm like, well, I guess I'll be the first. So I finished the class. And then at 3:00, I sat down, I took the exam. I was done with it in 90 minutes. I passed. Texted my instructor. He was like, oh my God, I can't believe you did it. I'm like, yeah, and I'm taking this. So yes. And then I took the state exam the next morning at 9 a.m. and passed. But it's all about those tests, Caleb. take the test over and over and over. Look at you. Let's go.
Trying to reach has a voicemail box that is not.
Thank you, Zach. Yeah, it's still a lead. I know. Sometimes I feel like it's not a whole lead if I didn't get full clarification, but realistically, there's something there. Otherwise, people don't say stuff like that. People generally are just like, no, I'm not selling. Caleb, thank you for the advice. I'm prepping for the state test. Yeah, just take the test in the back of the book over and over. I actually, what I did is I just got like a little notepad and I would put like 1 through 100 and then like go to the test and then just write what you think it is and then just mark it off here. I wasn't really writing in the back of the book because I didn't want to visually sway my answer. So yeah, just take it over and over. I promise you, when you go in there and you take the test, it's going to look very familiar because there's only so many ways that they can ask the same question over and over and over and over. I hate when it's calling realtors. I know. And at the same time, I'm like, can't you just tell me from the beginning?
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is
Like, I think if a realtor had called me, usually I'm like, oh, is it about my listing? And if they said no, I'd be like, oh, okay, well, I'm a realtor too. How can I help? Instead of like waiting to see what it is that they're going to say like she did and then say, oh, well, just so you know, I'm a realtor. That is not a lead. I don't even want to count that as lead. I think sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but today I'm not going to. I'm just like, I'm in a mood and that's okay. Oh, thanks, Zach, for the support. That was a lead. He was very interesting gentleman. Oh, why was there an echo? Guys, I'm so quick to hang up on people. You don't even know. But in a way, I'm like, let's keep it moving. No time for like delays. No time. Oh, great. My Mojo just closed on me. It's okay. I'm just going to set it up again.
When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Oh my God. That was weird. My Mojo shut down and I was still calling. Awkward. Just so you guys know, I still have my days where I'm like, I don't want to do this right now. But that's exactly what separates successful people compared to people who couldn't make it because they let their feelings control them. So I'm like, it doesn't matter how I feel. I got to do this. I got to do this. Like I told myself I would. So now I just have to finish. So here I am sitting here calling Sonia. Oh, wait, where I missed some messages here. I had one that got mad at me for cold calling. Oh, they usually are. Oh my goodness. She was just like, huh? And just a FYI, she was a realtor. I saw her email. She didn't even say anything about being a realtor. Anyways, I had one that got mad at me for cold calling. She was like, you're not supposed to cold call people, right? Oh my God, Zach, that's exactly what they always say. I was petty back. I was like, well, you should probably put your number in the DNC. And that's funny too. No, they'll always say that. You know what? I mess with them, Zach. I'm like, oh my God, really? I didn't know. Oh, thank you so much for telling me. And then I'm just like, just get off my phone, like go away. And sometimes I've even hung up on them. I'm like, whatever. And I have my inner circle and I have had this discussion and we have a theory that they are the ones who say it are the ones who wish they could but don't. So yeah, I'm just like, whatever. I'm glad you can laugh at, yeah, dude, you have to we talk about this all the time. You got to laugh. You got to have fun. You cannot take what people say so seriously. Why do you think I hang up on people so quickly, you guys? I'm not going to let them affect me. Like, you know what? I'm like, click, next. No, not here for that. Not today. No.
Please record your message.
More importantly, it's like when people are just very angry on the phone, I'm like, it's not me. It's not me. You're not mad because of me. You're not mad because I just cold call you. You're just choosing to take it out on me, whatever it is that you're going through. So therefore, I choose to hit the eject button. And quite frankly, if they're in such a bad mood, they probably shouldn't be answering their phone. That's just how I see it. So when I get somebody who's nasty or angry, I just hang up. I'm like, no, not me. I'm not your victim. I'm not your soundboard. I'm not your punching bag. I'm a total stranger. You can transfer that energy elsewhere to your loved ones. Hi, Sonia.
Phone. Please record your message.
Hi, Adela, watching you from work. Oh, yes. We'll call it 6 p.m. Oh, Sonia, you're so amazing. I love the fact that you're calling after work. You're so determined. You're like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be a realtor.
Available to take your call. Please leave a message
That's
after
awesome.
the tone.
Question. Did I hang up? Okay. Question. How long did it take for you to get listings after you started sending the note cards? I wouldn't say, that's a good question. I would say I did not get my listing, like my first few listings, because of the note cards, but I consciously made the
Has a voicemail box.
I
that is not
consciously
considered.
made the decision to have my handwritten note card a part of my process as a strategic part to make sure that I'm top of mind and to, more importantly, get my business card in their hands. Well, wait, let me think. When did I start doing this handwritten note card? Because I did other cards. I've done the send out cards now company. And then I did the mailbox power. And then I went back to send out cards now. So I've always had like some kind of card process. But one day it dawned on me, like those cards were very cold. There wasn't real emotion or intention behind them. So then I went back to, I shouldn't say back. I mean, I used to do handwritten note cards when I worked at a cruise company. So I would say I used to do handwritten note cards when I worked at the cruise line back at that call center. And honestly, Sonia, I wrote handwritten note cards for the first 2 years. I was there for 4. And I promise you that is a reason why I had one of the highest conversions at that company. I had like 60% conversion.
The voicemail. The person
60% of conversion because I had so much repeat business and so much referral business. So when it comes to my handwritten note card, I was like, okay, forget this automated send out now or mailbox, because I had other realtors. Actually, I had a couple realtors who do the send out cards now tell me to use it because it supposedly worked for them. But I went back to the handwritten note card, and then it just kind of built. I've done so many mistakes that it started off with just a handwritten note card, then my business card, then a magnet card. So I wouldn't solely say that I got look at that. He was wanting to sell, but he already has a friend of his who's going to help him sell it. So sorry to like totally go all over the place with this, Sonia, but I just wanted to say, like, I don't necessarily think it was the reason of the note card why I got the listing. Sorry to totally go on a tangent. It's really like calling, note card, doing all the follow-ups, keeping them informed. But more importantly, that first one I got, sorry, do you have a moment, Sonia? So I consistently started calling September 6, 2023. I went all in on circle prospecting November 2023. And then in February, on one particular day, I think it was February 2nd, 2024, I did 100 conversations, 8 leads, and 3 of those 8 leads to this day I converted. One of them, I listed that March. So 30 days later or so, I listed her. And then after that, because I had built so many leads and I was following up with all these people, then I was listing in April and May and June and July. And so then all of a sudden I was getting all these listings, and it was all from circle prospecting. I hope that made sense. I like the pattern interrupt. Yes. Hold on, let me can that. Okay, I'm at 8 conversations, 1 lead, and 42 minutes. I'm gonna have to take Zach's info. I'm gonna have to go back and mark that guy a lead because I was like iffy about it. Like my tonality, I feel like is not the greatest. Obviously, people are responding, but it's not where I want it to be. Some realtors take it personal. That's why they can't cold call. Yes. But I'm like, what they going to do over the phone? Exactly.
You've reached Steve Jakeway from the...
I was in the military. I got yelled in my face. I think it will be okay if a 60-year-old, I'm assuming, is grumpy that I called them. Yeah, 100%. Oh my God, Zach. You know what? True moment here. If someone such as yourself who's gone through the military, I honestly believe you guys would be the best realtors out of all people. Like, in terms of industry, because you guys are so good. You've been trained with consistency, discipline, health, exercise, not taking things personal, because so many realtors I come across are so emotional, even when it comes to a transaction. Like they don't even know how to negotiate because all they can think about is their commission. And I'm like, oh, Zach, I already have a feeling you kick butt coming from the military. So yeah, like nothing's going to stop me. The only thing that's going to stop me in life is death. The day I'm dead, it's over. Game over. Game over. You know, I won't. I'm not going to lie. At the beginning, when I did call FSBOs and expireds, and I had no experience with outbound cold calling, and I was just doing it by myself, trying to figure it out.
Reach is not available at the tone.
It was very rattling because of the inappropriate terms and words that these homeowners use to strangers. I was like, whoa, this is nasty. But now I'm like, I don't care. Like, words are words. Hi, Nancy. Hello, everyone. I need another lozenger. Zach is at an open house. Rosie's at work. So is Sonia. And I know Tiffany was on her way from the gym. Tiffany, are you calling with me? Where are you? It just became part of your process. Yes. And you know why also is because it's tangible. It's something physical. And now that I even do the flower seeds, because my mentor, James Minchner, recommended I do the flower seeds, the response I'm getting from the flower seeds are so, so sweet. And that $1 million condo that I have, she actually told me it was because of my card and because of the seeds. Actually, no, wait a minute. Not the seeds for her, but the handwritten note card and my magnet, business magnet card. She told me it was the fact that I took the time and wrote the handwritten note card, and she actually saved it and she still has it to this day, was the reason she said that she hired me. And it was a year follow-up. And then did I read this one to you? Sonia, this was this week. The lady, I had asked her if she got my card, and she was like, hi, Adela. Yes, I received the card you sent in the mail. Isn't it nice to receive something in the mail other than junk mail? I wanted to tell you how special it was to receive the forget-me-not seeds. And then it's like a long paragraph. And then she kind of skips. I'm going to skip through. But then she said, my mind has been telling me to send her a card or a gift with forget-me-nots on it. I haven't yet, and I keep meaning to. I took your card and seeds to mean that I'm really being called to get in contact with her. So yes, Adela, thank you so much for being so special. You've become a symbol of a rocking chair on the front porch, welcoming folks to their new home, and the symbol of never forgetting your friends. Hi, Jackie. I'm calling a neighborhood today to let them know I just closed on neighbor home. Awesome, awesome. I'm curious what your script is. I've done that, but honestly, I've just circle prospect, and then I mention it if it comes up if they're interested. Because my response to just like calling people and telling them I sold a house.
Thank you.
Oh shoot, is there a little bit of a delay? To just like calling them and telling them that I sold a property, I have not had good response whatsoever. I've done it a few times, and I'm like, I would rather just circle prospect. And then if it comes up in conversation, then I can like drop it and be like, oh, it's because I sold the neighbors or blah, blah, blah house, and we sold for this much, or whatever the case may be. The longer you do it, the thicker the skin gets. 100%. And that's also why you just have to like do it. And you know what really helped me was sometimes just working out after. Like if I did my calls in the morning, which I don't really do anymore now, but if I did, I would do it in the morning and then work out to like shake it off and get some like endorphins. I got to go close up the house. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks, Zach. All right. See you later. Thanks for joining. Do you suppose sometimes they just say they're not the owner or you have the wrong number? Yeah, but you know what? If they want to talk to me, they want to talk to me. Like, it is what it is. I'm not going to twist someone's
Voicemail. The person you're trying to.
I'm not going to twist someone's arm to tell me the truth. And if that's there, and then I also think like, if you're that
Voice messaging system.
if you're that, I don't know if weak is the right word or embarrassed, but like if you can't just legitimately tell me, oh no, I'm not interested. and you end up lying, like, I'm not the owner, or wrong number. I'm like, wow, you just totally tucked your tail between your legs and couldn't even tell me that you're not interested. So it just kind of goes both ways. I'm like, it's fine. If they don't want to talk to me, they don't want to talk to me. And if they really are the owner and that they have to, oh man, am I getting some kind of delay? Because I'm starting to hear before it was pretty quick and now it's like a little slow. So yeah, I totally get it, what you mean, Nancy. But for me, I'm like, if they want to talk to me, they're going to talk to me. And that's a beautiful part. When somebody actually really wants to talk to you, it's like so refreshing because it's like, wow, there's like no resistance. They actually wanted to talk to you. They're not lying. Okay, I'm actually going to switch it down to the single line dialer. I'm going to go back to this guy and mark him as a lead, like Zach said, because this guy had something going on and he wanted my information and he wants me to follow up with him. So I will do just that. Actually, this neighborhood was very feisty yesterday. And today they are not. So I'm not sure what's going on. And Nancy, I agree. Yeah, 100%. And you can tell when people want to talk to you, especially when they're like, yes, tell me more. Oh, well, I'm not really thinking, but why do you ask? Or I am, or, whatever it is. You will definitely come across people and you'll start noticing it from experience. You're like, oh, wow, people who really want to talk to me want to talk to me. And as I always like to say, I'm not here to convince anyone to do anything they don't want to. I'm just here to help. And some of that also comes from it doesn't come from Myron Golden, but he talks about it a lot. I should say preacher because he was a preacher, but he does talk about it a lot. Like, I'm not here to convince you. You got a problem, I have a solution. Like, I'm here to help. I can do a really great job if you want me to help you. It was just so funny. I didn't tell you guys, but a couple of days ago, some guy said that my phone number supposedly showed up as scam likely. And he was at the beginning of my session. And I was like, that's like, I can't believe him. I think he was just messing with me. And that day, in an hour and 20, and I think it was an hour and 32 minutes, I had 21 conversations. And I was like, there's no way my phone number would be scam likely if I had the most amount of pickups in like a long time. But that's actually really funny. He probably just saw my actual, what's it called? My caller ID. He probably just saw my regular caller ID and just assumed, or probably just said it to say it. But I was like, yeah, I'm going to believe you because I just had the most amount of pickup rates I've ever had in such a short period of time. And thankfully, he had said that at the beginning. So then my actions and the pickup rates actually proved him wrong. I would say if anybody here is starting off and you're nervous about calling and people are just nasty to you, just hang up. You do not want to have those conversations negatively impact you because it's going to it will kill your motivation and energy to want to keep calling. It's been an hour and 2 minutes live on my dialer. It says 56 minutes. So that's a 6 minute difference. And I got that one lead and I have 8 conversations. So that's good. I've had wrong numbers. Hello. Woo! Happy Saturday, Adela and peeps. Yes. Saw you were live. Stopped in for a quick minute. Any good leads? I did get one. I got one earlier. And it was funny because he was like, oh, well, everything's for sale for a price. You know that. You're a realtor. I was like, yeah, but you're not actually planning on... Jen?
Please leave your message.
You're not actually planning on selling. And then I kind of stumped him. He goes, well, call me in 6 months. I'm like, you sure you want me to call you in 6 months? But then he was asking me about where I'm located, which I was actually just explaining, like, I love, love, love circle prospecting because you can call people in your neighborhood or in the neighborhoods around. And when people ask you, where do you live? To confidently say that you live in the neighborhood or the neighborhood saying, oh yeah. And so we chit chatted a bit. And then he's like, yeah, give me a call in 6 months. And I told him I would send him my business card. He goes, yeah, that would be great. He goes, you have my address. Send me over your... So yeah, so just the one. I've been calling for, well, let's see, I've been live for an hour and 5 minutes, but I've been dialing on my dialer for 59 minutes and 40 seconds, and I'm at 9 conversations with 1 lead. And I have so much work to do after this. I actually did not want to get on the dialer today. Oh, I actually had to text people. I'll call you after 5. I'll call you after 5. And I have an inspection tomorrow morning. Do you guys ever have homeowners do an inspection themselves? I don't know about you guys, but for some reason it's becoming maybe a little bit more of a common thing. I've had a few people, and I get it because they're like, they own other properties, and they're like, investors don't
It's been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
investors don't catch everything anyway, and so they just inspect it themselves. I'm like, oh, that's fine with me.